Hello, welcome to today's lesson about working backward in arithmetic. In today's lesson, we'll learn more about arithmetic, symbols and operation, and how to work backward to help us solve math problems. We will begin today's lesson by defining arithmetic. Arithmetic is the part of mathematics that involves the adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing of whole numbers. Here we can see the definition according to the Cambridge Dictionary. Now, we can also try to define arithmetic with our own words. An example of this can be arithmetic is simple math that works with addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of whole numbers. Arithmetic uses symbols like the one on the slide to perform different operations. The plus sign is used for addition or the addition together of different numbers. The minus sign is used for subtraction or taking away a number. The times sign is used for multiplication, which is the operation of adding a number a certain number of times. The division sign is used for division, which is the operation of splitting a number into equal parts. Some key points to keep in mind are to use the correct symbol for the operation you want to perform. Understand what each operation does to the numbers involved, and to practice using each operation in different problems. Here are some examples of numbers along with various mathematical symbols and operations. The operation include addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and we use specific signs to represent each one. Working backward in arithmetic means to solve a problem by starting with the known final results and then reversing each step of the process to find the original starting number, essentially undoing the operation one by one until you reach the beginning of the problem. It's all about taking the final answer and reversing the operations to trace your way back to the original numbers. This strategy is super helpful for checking your work and making sure your answers are correct. Benefits for using working backward strategies. This is a good way to check your answer when taking a quiz or test that involve arithmetic. Learning to work backward is helpful to the development of algebraic thinking skills. Working backward examples. How to use subtraction to check your addition work. Let's say you just added two numbers together and got an answer. This answer is called the sum. To make sure your addition is correct, you can use subtraction to check your work. Start with the sum, the answer to your addition problem, and subtract the second number you added. If your addition was correct, the results of this subtraction should be the first number you added. Now, let's see how to use subtraction to check your addition work. Let's say you just subtracted one number from another and got an answer. This answer is called the difference. To make sure your subtraction is correct, you can use addition to check your work. Start with the difference, the answer to your subtraction problem, and then add the number you subtracted. If your subtraction was correct, the results of this addition should be the original number from which you subtracted. Next, let's see how to use division to check your multiplication. Let's say you just multiplied two numbers together and got an answer. This answer is called the product. To make sure your multiplication is correct, you can use division to check your work. Start with the product, the answer to your multiplication problem, and divide it by the second number you multiplied. If your multiplication was correct, the result of this division should be the first number you multiplied. Finally, let's see how to use multiplication to check your division work. Working backward for division means using multiplication. Here's how it works. If you divided one number by another to get the quotient, answer of a division problem, you can multiply the quotient by the divisor, the number you divided by, to check your work. If your division was correct, this multiplication should give you the original number you divided, the number you started with.